Good morning. Good morning from Create Karma. My name is Leah here. I am going to share our Sunday morning communion with you this morning. I welcome you to Sunday. I welcome you to your practice. Today we'll explore a bit of a heart chakra flow. And as we explore the space of the heart chakra, this space of love, we'll direct it towards ourselves today. So finding some self-love in the next 60 minutes on your mat in this beautiful little bubble that you've carved out for yourself for Sunday morning. So I welcome you here. I welcome you to begin to let your morning go and leaving the rest of the day in the future. We'll begin our flow today in child's pose. So take a few breaths and take a few moments to make your way there. We'll bring our big toes together at the back of the mat. Spread your knees as wide as feels good for you here, and just wide enough to allow the space of your belly and your heart to sink down onto the mat. Walking your hands long on the earth and allowing your forehead and heart and belly to sink down. And as you arrive here to begin these next few breaths and these next few moments, there's nothing to do. Just allow yourself to come to stillness. Maybe for the first time this morning since you got out of bed, arriving back with no movement into stillness. Allow yourself to be soft and heavy. Allow the space of your heart to melt down towards the earth as you stretch your arms maybe a little longer up the mat. Start to draw some deep breaths in here from the palms of your hands down into your heart space. And then from your heart space out through your hips. Starting to lengthen your breath. Letting the heart and belly be soft. And without a lot of effort, drawing in deep inhales and exhales. Take a few moments to let the breath move through your body and notice how you feel as you arrive to your practice. Notice how you feel in your physical body, what feels good. Where you want to offer some love today. And then notice what emotions, maybe resting in your heart space, followed you into your practice without judgment. Take a deep breath in. Just notice what's there for you this morning. I know that shortly enough, you'll start to move these sensations in body and in heart around. And maybe in these last few breaths here in your child's pose, you bend the elbows and bring the palms of your hands together behind your head or behind your neck. Maybe allow your elbows to walk a little bit further up your mat, even as you draw your shoulders down your back, nice and soft. Let your heart space fall towards the earth. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, softness down towards the mat. 2 more deep rounds here. Just notice these last few moments of stillness. We'll start to get moving. Last deep breath. Then if your arms are bent, extend your hands long on the mat. Lift your gaze, and we'll just walk the hands back towards our knees. Draw your knees together. And then we'll have some options as we sit up on our knees here, stay right here with the tops of the feet on the earth. Or we can move into a little bit of toe work, a little bit of opening in our feet as we start to warm up. So standing up on the knees, we have options. Rolling over the toes here, right? And then just see how this feels as you put a little weight into the balls of your feet. And then last option here, taking this a little further, sit down on your heels. Shoulders over hips. Right? And then if you're like me, like my last two toes don't want to get involved here. They're just like hanging in space. So I reach down and take a moment to curl them under and really let all of the toes be active here and engaged, and then sit back and feel all of the sensation that's happening there. Take a deep breath, shoulders over hips. And just see where you want to be here. We'll be here for just a minute or two. And if you feel okay on your inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, and then flip your palms upside down. Push your palms towards the sky, biceps by the ears, shoulders back and down. And we'll find a little cat-cow action here. So take a deep breath, lift your heart, palms reach back. Exhale, round your spine, push your palms forward, bring your hands down, shoulder level. Crown of the head pushes. And then inhale, bring it back up, arch your back, lift your heart. Exhale, round your spine, belly to spine. Push through your palms. 3 more times here. Inhale. Use your breath. Exhale to round. 2 more. Feel the action of your cat-cow posture here. 1 more round. Inhale. Push through the palms, round your spine. And then come back up all the way. Take a breath. And then release your hands down, come to tabletop. Uncurl your toes high, and then pitter-patter, toenails, tops of the feet on the earth. Woo, just let that go. Scrunch your toes, point and flex. All right, then we have one more little flow here, coming back to that toe curl or coming out of it, right? And just sitting back on top of the feet. Still doing the upper body work. You're curling your toes, get all 10 involved here. All right, shoulders over hips. Beautiful work. This time, bring your hands behind you. I'm going to turn around to face you. Take a hold of your left wrist. And then start to draw your left wrist over to the right side of your body as you bend your right elbow out to the right. All right, sit up tall. Take a breath in. If this feels all right, take a look over your left shoulder. Hold here. 3 deep breaths, gentle drawing open of the left shoulder. 1 more breath. And we're going to come back through center. Switch the grip of the hands. Left hand takes right wrist. And then inhale, draw the right wrist over, left elbow bends. Take a breath. And then maybe take a glance over that right shoulder. So you guys, I'm going to favor my right shoulder a little bit today. Feeling a little wonky there, so modify as you need. Come back through center, release your grip, take a breath, and then come forward into tabletop, uncurl your toes, and then one more time. Pitter-patter, tops of the feet. Point and flex, scrunch your toes, beautiful work. So we're done with that unless you really want to go back to it. And if not, we're going to have a seat all the way back on our heels. This upright hero's pose. Beautiful. This time, hands come behind our back. We're going to interlace our fingers this time. And then find a back bend. Lift up the heart. Shoulders stay over hips. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, you can stay here or start to fold forward. Belly and heart towards your thighs. Maybe the forehead meets the earth or a block. The hands can stay where they are or reach up towards the sky with your fists. 3 deep breaths here. Beautiful work. 1 more. And then let's pull ourselves back up as you're ready. Use your breath. Inhale, find that heart lift. And then release here. Exhale, dive yourself forward. Come back to tabletop. And then one last time, let's pitter patter the tops of the feet. Point and flex. Oh, roll out your ankles. Beautiful work. And then make some space on your mat. We'll find a puppy pose here. So keeping hips over knees. Just take a walk forward with your hands. Stay active through the palms, lifted through your belly, head and heart. Sink towards the earth. Keep action and activation in your body. Think downward facing dog here on your knees. Deep breaths. Take one more full round of breath here in your puppy. And then lift your gaze. We're going to dive our way forward all the way onto our belly. Tops of the feet come down. Beautiful. Cobra pose. Hands on your shoulders. Elbows back. Inhale. Lift your heart. Like a wave. Exhale. Bring it down. Right here. Two more just like that. Nice and small. We're lifting high if that feels right. Bhujangasana. A little flow. One more time here. And then bring it on down. And this time, keep your knees where they are. We're going to come up through tabletop, hips to heels. Exhale back. And then inhale, come forward like a wave, right into that cobra pose. Bend the elbows, lift the heart. Exhale, push back, hips to heels. Three more like that. Inhale, come forward, belly to spine, like a wave. Engagement in your hands, elbows back. Exhale back. Take two more, whatever this looks like for you today. And it can just be those flowing cobras. So find what works for you this morning. Just waking up. Last cobra here. And then pause here in your cobra. Root your feet down, lift your heart. One more big breath. And then push back through tabletop, making our way to downward facing dog. So take your time. Take whatever movements you need along the way, whatever breaths you need along the way. And then arrive in your downward dog and spend 5 breaths here. Just moving this around in your way, in your body. Bending your knees, sinking heels towards the earth. Check in with your feet, hips distance apart, soft, soft knees. Gazing back towards your toes or your thighs. Spread your palms wide. Lift away from the earth. Take a deep breath. Warming up. Inhale, shift forward into high plank. So nice and easy, and the knees can come straight down here, right? Option for that, or stay lifted. Pause here, start to engage your belly, lift away from the ground. Option to stay here or find a little heart opening on your inhale. Keep your toes curled, and then let your hips drop, heart forward in this modified up dog. Beautiful. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to find a little flow through that. No chaturangas today. And we'll work through this heart opening. Inhale, shift forward all the way through high plank and into this up dog modification. Exhale, lead with your tailbone, downward dog. Let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, shift forward. Heart draws forward, crown of the head lifts. Exhale, take it nice and slow. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward dog. Take a deep breath here. Let it go. Beautiful work. Inhale. On your exhale, take a walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Take a moment, relieve your wrists and hang in ragdoll with soft knees. Nod your head yes and no here. Open and close your jaw. Check in with your temples, crown of your head and your brow, and soften, soften, soften. On your inhale, lift up to a flat back, hands to shins, hands to the earth, soft knees. Exhale, fold forward. And then rise all the way up. On your inhale, reach up and right away, goal post your arms, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive, all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. And then on your inhale, drop your hips, find that up dog. Modification. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let it go. Last breath here. Exhale, look forward, step forward. Inhale to your flat back. Soft knees, exhale, fold down. And then rise up as you breathe in, right into those goalpost arms. Lift your heart, little back bend, and exhale, swan dive forward. Beautiful. Inhale, flat back. Plant your hands, step it back into high plank. And then take a breath. Let your hips drop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Take a big breath here. Let it out. And then soften your knees really, really deep here. And we'll just walk our hands all the way back to our toes. Beautiful. Back of the mat. Take a breath in. Lift to a flat back. Crown of the head forward. Hips draw back and then fold down. Beautiful work. Rise all the way up. Reach your arms into that goal post. And then bring your hands to heart center here. Take a moment to connect your thumb knuckles to your heart space. If you feel safe, close your eyes here. Nothing to do in this moment. Just notice the energy in your heart space. You've already created the heartbeat, the heat. And allow the sensations of your heartbeat and your heat today to represent your love and compassion for yourself. Because that's what you're doing here in yoga. It's an act of self-love. So these sensations that we generate today, let them remind you as you notice them, this love for yourself, this love in our hearts that begins with us and extends out from us. Take a deep breath here. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And then we'll do a little work from the back of our mat here. So open your eyes. Feet at hips distance. I'm going to shift our weight into our left leg. Let's take a moment of a little balance early on to draw the right knee out. And then maybe, let your foot hang heavy, be really soft. Belly's lifting here. Stand strong this left leg. Maybe flex your right foot. Let it soften. Flex. Soften. Last one. Then flex it. Hold it here. And then for one breath, maybe we'll just extend the right leg out long. Stand tall on the left leg. You can lean back a little, take a deep breath in. And then we're gonna step this right foot straight down, middle of the mat. Adjust the back foot. So the back toes can point out just a little bit as we set up a pyramid pose here. Let the left hip draw forward, right hip draw back, and then breathe in as we reach the arms up overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to fold forward with a long spine. So push into your feet. Let your hips draw back. Let your fingertips draw forward. Pause in your flat back. Big breath here. Soft front knee. Exhale, bring your hands down, blocks to the earth. Frame your right foot. And then right away, inhale, lift up to a flat back. Draw your heart forward. Exhale, fold down over this right leg. Hips draw back. Two more like that. Inhale, lift up. Fold down. One more. Fold down, and we'll hold just a breath or two. A little opening in the back of our legs, back of our body. Deep breaths. One more here. And then inhale, lift back up to your flat back. Start to soften in this right knee as you bring your hands to the top of your mat. Step back, high plank. And then inhale, find that up dog variation. Heart draws forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Soften your knees, take a breath in. On the exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Take a flat back, breathe in. Breathe out and fold. And then inhale, rise up with your goalpost arms. Lift your heart. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll shift the weight into our right foot. Left knee draws out in front. So just take a moment. Stand tall on your right leg. Belly to spine. Let heart work for you here. Lifting, and then maybe flex your left foot and soften. Flex, soften. Wobbling is just fine. One more time here. And then keep your left foot flexed. Stand tall, maybe push through your left heel. Take a deep breath in. And then left foot steps forward, middle of the mat. Turn your right toes out just a little. Pyramid pose. Left hip draws back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, long spine. Start to hinge forward. Reach, reach, reach. Fingers away from hips. Pause in your flat back. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bring your hands down. Folding here. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold. Two more like that. Use your props. Hands can be on the shin here, on the thigh, working. And then we'll fold, hold in the pyramid, 2 breaths. Keep drawing your belly in, letting your crown of your head reach. Inhale, lift up to your flat back. Soften in the left knee, hands to the top of the mat, step back, high plank. Take a breath, let your hips drop, heart draws forward, big inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great work, breathe here. Move this around, just notice how you feel. And then on your next breath in, lift your right leg up towards the sky, bend your knee and fan your hip. Beautiful. Roll out your ankle. Whatever movements feel right. 2 more breaths. And then take one final breath here. Lift your right knee up a little higher. As you exhale, let right foot comes forward between your hands. Let your left knee come down. And then when you feel stable, we'll come all the way up. Inhale and right to our goalpost arms. So use some of that opening we've already generated. Strengthen the right foot as we keep lifting away from the earth. Draw your shoulder blades back. Heart forward. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, just let your elbows and hands come back and down. Just find some circles here. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, goalpost back and down. 2 more rounds. 1 more. Beautiful work. Bring your hands down to frame your right foot here. Let your heart draw forward. Lift and take a breath in. And we'll find a half split while we're down here. A little opening in the right leg. Sink your hips back. Inhale. Exhale. And then a little flow is an option here. Inhaling. Come back into your runner's lunge. Let your heart draw forward and lift. And then exhale, half split. Just an option. Stay still and take what you need this morning. 2 more. One more. And then the next time you're in your low lunge, pause there. Hands by your feet, roll over your left toes and lift your knee. Let your heart draw forward, take a breath in. And then exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Inhale, find that up dog variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. When you're ready, left leg lifts up and back behind you. Bend your knee, fan your hip. Spend a couple breaths, take what you need here. Sinking your right heel down. You reach your left knee up. Take one more breath. As you exhale, left foot steps all the way forward. Right knee comes down and we'll build our way up, finding our goddess arms. Spend a breath here. Draw the elbows towards each other behind you. Keep energy in your left foot. Take a breath in. Exhale, let's find those circles, elbows and hands, down and back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to goalpost. 2 more. 1 more. And then when your hands sweep down here, frame your left foot. Inhale to draw your heart forward. Exhale, sink your hips back, half circle. So just take a moment to get set up here, and then maybe we find that flow. We inhale as we come forward. Let the heart lead the way. Exhale, sink it back. 3 more times. Notice your heartbeat. Notice your breath. All of these acts of self-love. Beautiful, beautiful. Coming back and meeting in our low lunge. We'll take a moment to roll over the right toes. Lift your knee. 1 big breath here. And then plant your hands. Step it back. High plank. Inhale, drop your hips. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Breathe in deep, deep, deep. And let it go. Gorgeous. Right leg lifts up towards the sky here. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale, look forward, step forward. This time we'll keep the back knee up. So if that's available to you, high lunge. We'll come straight on up. You guessed it, goalpost arms, shoulders over hips. So find some softness in this back leg. Strengthen the right foot. Let your hips sink, but keep the strength in your legs. Elbows and shoulders draw back, hard forward. Take a breath in. Lift up, and then on the exhale, just bring your forearms together. Find that cat pose in your spine as we round out. Inhale, open up, goalpost. Exhale, round it out, palms and forearms together. Whew, a lot of strength, inhale. So draw your belly to spine. 2 more like that. 1 more. Draw the forearms together, round the spine, and then bring the palms together, neutral spine, and shift into T-pose, a warrior 3 variation. So maybe a hop off of that left leg, maybe 10 hops, right to the top of your mat, and then start to send this left leg back as we move into this variation. Keep the left hip drawing towards the earth, energy in your left foot, option here to stay with hands at heart, connecting to your self-love, or we can reach forward, find our warrior 3. Beautiful. Feel the stability, wobble, wobble, wobble. If you need, take 1 more breath. And then really slow, we're gonna come back to our crescent lunge. So no slingshots, right? Nice and slow. Left foot comes down. Whoa, goalpost your arms. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale, we're gonna open to warrior 2. So let the left foot come down. Sorry, left heel come down. Open your hips. Open your arms. Beautiful work. Deep breath here. Inhale, reach forward, flip your palm, and then revolve. Take 1 moment here. Open the right side body, lift the right side heart, big breath. And then cartwheel the hands down. Step back to high plank. Stay with me. This time, knees, chest, chin. Knees come down. Chest and chin come down. Keep the hips lifted. Let the heart draw towards the mat. Belly lifting. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then slide your weight forward. Knees back, hips down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, bring it down. Just flow through 2 like that. A moment on the ground, feeling really supported. 1 more. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Notice all that love coursing through your body. Breath, heat, heartbeat, maybe a quiet mind. And then let's take the other side. Left leg lifts when you're ready. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, left foot to the top of the mat. We'll set up our high lunge here. Second side, goalpost arms. Woo! And then just take a couple breaths to settle in. So some wobbling as we get set up in our lunge. So find a place where you can be steady, where you can lift your heart. Let your hips sink, be strong here. Take a breath, go back a little further, and then exhale, forearms and palms together. Find that cat pose in your spine. Inhale, open up. Hips drop. Whoa. Exhale, round it out. Balance, balance, balance. Inhale. Exhale. Belly to spine. Keep the back leg working. 1 more. Exhale, close it up. This time, hands to heart. Prep for that T pose. As many little jumps as you need on the right foot. Sending weight into the left. Find your strength. Find a focal point to stare at. Stand strong on your left leg. Just 1 more breath. Maybe reaching forward for the last moment. And then nice and slow, back to our crescent. Really slow, reach up, lift the heart, goalpost your arms. Little back bend, go further. Last breath here. Reach up, back to neutral spine, and then open up to warrior 2. Beautiful work, just take 1 breath here. And reach forward, flip your palm, inhale, revolve. Spread 1 breath. Open the left side, lift the left heart space, big inhale, and then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step back to high plank, knees, chest, chin. Knees come down, chin and chest, hips lift up. Take a breath or 2 here, adding on, maybe point your toes up towards the sky. Notice a little shift in your back bend and your heart softening. 1 more breath. And then drop the shins, drop the hips, cobra pose. Inhale, exhale. 2 more like that. One more, lift up, hold at the top. Maybe if it feels good in your neck here, lift your chin towards the sky. And really pull your chin forward. Feel the front of your neck stretch down into your heart, your throat. 1 more breath. And then let's bring it all the way down, nice and soft. And we'll push back and find a child's pose. So full circle, right back to where we started. Hips back. Let your heart sink. And then if it feels good, just like where we started, maybe bend the elbows. Bring the palms together behind your head. We'll come back to stillness for a moment. And notice all of the love you generated for yourself. The love that might be showing up as sweat on your brow. sensations in your muscles, heat in your body. Notice all those little bits of self-love you've been able to call out and create. Beautiful work, yogis. Take 2 more breaths in your child's pose. And as you're ready, we'll come back to downward facing dog. Taking your time. We'll take a breath here. And then as we exhale, take a walk all the way up to the top of your mat. And then for a moment here, step your feet wide, prepping for our yogi squat. Toes out, heels in. Find whatever variation works for you here. Block under your hips. Maybe your back is against a wall here. And we'll allow our hips to sink. Elbows in the knees, maybe offering ourselves a little opening. And let's take a moment to arrive, breathe. And then we have a little option to move in our time here in our malasana. So we'll lift up the left arm here, take a breath. And then as we exhale, reach the left fingertips towards the back of your space. And then inhale, come back through center. And then switch sides. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fingertips back. So I'm going to baby my right shoulder here, guys. So I might look a little weird on that side. We're going to keep going, a couple more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Come back through center. And we'll do one more round. Let your hips be soft and drop. And then really allow your heart to open to the side wall. One more time on the right side. Come back through center. Take a deep breath. And then bring your hands down. Start to straighten your legs as you turn your toes forward. Take a wide leg fold here. Nice and easy. Ha. Inhale, lift up to your flat back. Exhale, fold down here. Beautiful. 2 more. One. Great job, yogis. Start to toe heel your feet together. Bring feet hips distance apart. And then we'll rise all the way up to stand here. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Beautiful work. So as we did at the back of our mat a few moments ago, we're going to shift our weight into our left foot. We're going to find the floating tree pose. So right toes can just float here, right off the earth. Right now, you can lift up a little higher, standing really tall and firm on this left leg. And your hands can stay right here. So we're going to move a little bit. So with the right knee out to the right, take a breath. On the exhale, cross the right toes over to the left and tap. It's like a little curtsy in the front. And then inhale, bring it back out to the side. And then do the same thing in the back. Exhale, curtsy, and tap. Pull. Inhale, bring it out. Keep going. Exhale, tap to the front. Inhale out. Exhale, tap to the back. All right, one more each way. Use your breath. Down into the left foot. Tap to the back. All right, last thing here. Stand up. Find that floating tree. Be strong here. From here, we're going to slice our way into half moon. All right, so you stay there. Show you what that looks like. Really nice and slow. Try not to slingshot. We'll send this right leg back. So you start to open the hip. Stretch your arms out. Maybe the left hand comes to a block. Wall the earth. Wobbling is okay. Find your half moon pose. Right hip stacking on left. Your back against a wall is a great option for this. And then stay here, or we'll find a little heart opening by bending the right leg, reaching back with the right hand. See if you can make a connection, right foot, right ankle, and then if you do, open your right shoulder. Open your heart towards the sky. Take a final breath in. And then no slingshots, let's reverse it back to half moon, and then all the way back to the right foot on the earth. Pull yourself up. Straighten your right leg, inhale, reach up and back, beautiful. Revolve triangle. Take 2 breaths here. One more breath. And then on your exhale, come through our standing triangle pose. Windmill your hands down to the earth. Beautiful work here. Step this back to high plank and then right into wild thing on the right. So the left toes come over to the left side ground. Lift your hips. Wild thing. Take a big breath. Reach the left fingertips. And then when you're ready, bring your gaze down, left hand down. Take a high plank and then inhale. Up dog variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. So that's like a fun little variation there once you got that wild thing. Take a breath, and then take a walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Fold down. And then rise all the way up. Let's find those goalpost arms here. Lift your heart. And hands come to heart center. We'll find that little dancing tree on the other side. So right foot stays planted this time. Find your variation. Right? It may just be the toes an inch off the ground. Maybe a little higher. Woo! Get sturdy. Acknowledge the wind blowing through your tree. Take a breath. And then let's find our little dance here. On the exhale, curtsy across into the front. Inhale, draw it out. Exhale, tap to the back, cross over. Beautiful. Draw it out. Keep going. 2 more. 2 more rounds. Tap it back, and then we return to that floating tree. All right, here we go. Half moon pose. We're gonna slice our way into it. So this left hip starts to open as the left leg goes back. I'm gonna turn, so you can see me. Half moon. Use a block. Use what you got, books. Woo, Tupperware works. All right, set up your half moon, and then maybe going for that little heart opener. If you feel stable, take a breath. And then maybe we bend the left leg, we reach back, see if there's a purchase. And then for 2 breaths, we'll open the heart, or just stay in half moon, lifting. 1 more breath. Oh, and then let's let it go. Come all the way back. Come all the way up. Revolve triangle. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Stay for the breath out. Stand firm in your feet. 1 more. And then exhale back through standing triangle. Cartwheel the hands down through high plank into wild thing. Beautiful. So this time left hand, left foot stays down. Right foot rotates to the right side of the mat. Big breath. And then come back through high planks. Flip this over. Inhale, drop your hips. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then drop your knees, puppy pose. Let your hips lift, walk your hands forward. Start to soften a little bit here, maybe a little less engagement and action in this pose. A little more surrender and softening. Take 1 more breath in your puppy. And then as you're ready, lift your gaze, shift forward all the way onto your belly. And just make a pillow with your forearms. Rest your forehead, rest your cheek. Returning to stillness. Notice the love moving through your body and your mind. Energy generated. Quietness you may have cultivated. It's all love, love, love. Take a deep breath here. Deepest breath you've taken yet today. Really focusing on that space of your heart that we've tapped into and worked with today. Breathe into that space. Beautiful work, yogis. From here, we'll lift our heads and we'll push our way up onto our knees. Come in full circle here. And this time we'll offer a hero's pose with a full recline. So for heroes, you may bring your knees together and bring your heels a little bit wider so that your legs and your hips can sit down between your heels and your toes pointed backwards. This does not work for everyone. So if there's a pain in your knee or it's just really uncomfortable, sit up on a block here. So we take our block and we put it right underneath our hips, and there's so much more ease in this space. This is an option. And then as I begin to cue this, we'll cue everyone to lie back. And if you're on a block, bring your hands back and allow your heart to lift. Okay? So find what works for you here. And if you're comfortable seated hero, there's an opportunity to here to lie all the way back. So you might test this out on your elbows or bolster a pillow and see how that works. And you may find that there's ease enough for you to lie all the way back. You might reach for your toes, or you just might allow your hands to open towards the sky. Open to receive. It may feel good to snuggle your shoulder blades a little bit closer together and really allow that lift in the heart that you've been cultivating. There's so much space here now, so really let it work for you here in stillness. Stay with deep, soft breaths here. A few more moments. Noticing what it feels like to become still again. Take one final breath in here. And stay for your breath out. And then nice and easy, as you're ready, we'll make our way out of this. It doesn't have to be pretty or fancy. Right? So just find a place. Mine certainly is not. Find a place where you can climb up onto your elbows, onto your hands. And then if you're in our hero, we're just gonna release one leg here. So release the left leg, and we'll find a half forward fold in this half hero's pose on the side. So find your sit bone. You may have lost it here on the left side, maybe even on the right side. You can flex or find a gentle engagement in your left foot if this feels good. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, we'll just fold forward, go where you can. And once you've arrived here, you may let your chin tuck towards your chest, let your back body take some benefit from the stretch. 3 deep breaths. Beautiful. Coming back up, shoulders over hips. We're gonna switch it out. So lean to the left, Let your right leg straighten out. And one more time, we're gonna bend this left back. Half heroes. Find your sit bones. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, fold forward. When you arrive, soften. Release chin to chest. Deep, soft breaths here. One more big breath. And then when you're ready, sit your way back up. Lean back and release both legs long in front of you. Take a moment, shake them out. Maybe sit up and give yourself a little massage, a little love. All the work that your legs and feet have just done for you. Say thank you. And then sit up tall, find your sit bones one more time here. Take a breath, reach up. Forward fold as you exhale. Reach for what you can. Softening as you arrive, allow your chin to chest. Deep breaths. One more here. Soften, soften, soften. And then we'll sit all the way back up, shoulders over hips. Bend your knees in, soles of the feet to the floor. And take a second to lean forward and give yourself a hug. You can bury your face in your knees. And you can give yourself a little kiss and say thank you and I love you. Be so grateful and happy that you showed up for yourself today. And then with this hug, we're going to keep it. And then we can crawl ourselves forward on our mats, and then we're going to rock ourselves all the way back and maybe give ourselves a little spinal massage, maybe side to side, back and forth. Maybe drawing some circles on the ceiling with your knees here. And allow your feet to come to the earth and let the soles of your feet come together and your knees open. And we'll bring both hands over the space of our heart here. There's nothing to see on your screen in this moment, and there's nothing to do. Start to release some of your effort. Start to release the deep control of your breath. And really softly here, breathe into the space underneath your hands for a count. Inhaling of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, breathe into your palms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and soften as you exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Big inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Soften. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release your control. Send love from the palms of your hands into the space of your heart, and then send love from the space of your heart into the palms of your hands. A circle of love for yourself. If it feels right for you here, release your arms out to a T. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just bring the right knee through center and let it fall on top of the left, finding a twist here. Take a deep breath. And then let the right knee come back to the earth, open up. And let the left knee come through center. Fall over to the right. Breathe here. And then let the left knee come back through center. Take a breath. Let your knees come together, and then one final time, give yourself that hug here. Knees to chest, forehead to knees. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, release into this rest, well-deserved and full of love. Shavasana. Take a final opportunity here as we come back into stillness. Notice the shifts since the beginning of your practice, the space of your love, the space of your connection to yourself. Notice the quality of your body, your breath, your heart. Deepest level of connection and communication is communion. It is wordless, beyond speech, beyond concept. Put your bring your awareness back into your space. Invite some deeper breath and some movement. And if you feel ready, just roll to one side or the other. And take a final pause. So acknowledging that this may be the last moment of stillness of our day until we lay down to sleep tonight. Savor it. And when you're ready to start again, come to a comfortable seat. And one final time, we'll drape our palms over the space of our hearts, keeping this container, this circle of love for ourselves right here. Take a deep breath into it. And a breath out into that circle just for you. Thank you, yogis, for letting me share your practice today. I love you, I honor you, I bow to you with namaste. Thank you.